Icebreaker, done by Maureen Buff. Maureen will be speaking from the Competent Communicator, speech number 1, which is the Icebreaker. Her speech will be 4 to 6 minutes long. Maureen is a seasoned Toastmaster in the sense that, although she's new to our club, she has had her Toastmaster in the history of her life. Her father was a Toastmaster, and she has wanted to continue that going. So I'd like to welcome Maureen today.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
You're from Atlanta. How did you end up in Wilmington? When I meet people here for the first time, usually that question comes up pretty quickly. Generally, I say work brought me here, but honestly, what really brought me to Wilmington are my little brother's crooked teeth. The summer after my freshman year of college, my mom asked me to do her a favor. She asked me to take my little brother to the orthodontist. She was busy, my dad was busy, my older brother was out of town, my older sister was out of town. There was no way I was getting out of this. I agreed, woke up early the next morning, drove through the Atlanta traffic, and delivered my little brother to his appointment. After he got his braces tightened, I walked over to the checkout counter where I saw a familiar face. My old friend was the receptionist that summer. She and I played soccer together growing up but had lost touch. We immediately started catching up. I told her how I spent my first year playing soccer at the University of South Carolina. I also told her that I quit the soccer team and was transferring to the University of Georgia to be a regular student. She was shocked. She could not believe that I quit soccer. I told her that I hurt my foot and I really didn't enjoy the soccer program. I was ready to be a regular student. She spent her first year of college playing soccer at Wofford, and she loved it. She told me, "You should keep playing. You should play with me at Wofford." I said, "Thank you, but I'm all set to go to the University of Georgia. I have my classes picked out. I've already gone to the orientation." She responded, "I'm going to call my coach." I said, "No, that's really not necessary. I'm all set to go to the University of Georgia at the end of the summer." About a week later, her coach calls me. She says, "I spoke to your friend and I want you to come visit Wofford." I thought, what do I have to lose? I hopped in my car and drove to Spartanburg, South Carolina, where Wofford is located. I had very low expectations of this tiny school I had never heard of. But once I was on campus and I learned more about the school and the program, I knew I had a difficult decision to make. With summer coming to a close, I ultimately decided to go to Wofford, and about a month after that visit, I was at Wofford playing soccer and taking classes. I'm very happy I made that decision. The last semester of my senior year at Wofford, I went to the career fair, where I ran into a company called Live Oak Bank. I spoke to the representatives there, and then I moved on and spoke to the representatives of other companies. Right as I was leaving the career fair, the representative of Live Oak stopped me at the door and said, "Can you come back later today and interview?" I said, "Absolutely. What time?" He gave me a time, which was right after my soccer practice, but he said, "Come straight from your practice. Don't even worry about changing." I said, "Okay." I showed up to the interview in my sweaty practice gear, and luckily it went okay because he invited me to interview in Wilmington, North Carolina, where Live Oak Bank is headquartered. I had never been to Wilmington, but I'd only heard good things. And after interviewing at the bank, I knew that this is where I wanted to work. Luckily, I was offered a position, and about 3 months after I visited Wilmington, I was in Wilmington working at Live Oak Bank. Now, I know if I did not take my little brother to the orthodontist that morning, there is no way I'd be in Wilmington right now. I had no intention of seeing that old friend who played soccer at Wofford. And Live Oak Bank doesn't recruit from the University of Georgia. They only recruit from a few small schools, and Wofford is one of them because one of the founders graduated from Wofford. And very few, if any, companies in Wilmington recruit from the University of Georgia. Next time you have to do a chore, such as take a family member to the orthodontist, just remember that this chore could completely change the direction of your life.